So recently I was watching some videos that went more into detail, as to why episode 8, the actual finale episode for season 1 of Helluva, took a while to come out. And honestly, I could say that, it's understandable from a legal perspective as to why it took so long. You know, you have this record label and this person that I guess owns the record label that, Kesha was trying to get away from, get out of. But because of this partnership she was a part of, this contract she was a part of, they own basically all the rights to the songs. Even if Kesha writes them, they own the rights, because they distribute them. And apparently this was what held up, this episode coming out, because apparently there is speculation that Die Young, which is a Kesha song, and it was the song utilized by Vizzy Pop for her Die Young animated video that she did over a decade ago that got her on the map and even got noticed by Kesha. Apparently speculation is that they were going to use that they were going to use that for Beelzebub, Queen Bee, if you will, who was also voiced by Kesha, to sing. But that didn't happen because of legal reasons. There was also talk that the reason the episode also got hung up is because Kesha was going to sing the song that she wrote, which was Cotton Candy. But she couldn't do that because she was still tied up legally with her record label, and they would not allow that. It's like, hey, you can let her voice the character, which she did and did a great job, apparently. But she can't sing. She can't do the singing portion. You got to get somebody else. And that is why they got Raquel DeMonte to come in and do a very convincing Kesha, I guess you could say, impersonation by singing the song. Because if it wasn't for, people finding out that was, later on, finding out later on, I should say that was Kesha, not Kesha, but Raquel, people would say it was Kesha. And for a bit, people did think that. But, outside of that, it just, the way the legal, situation happened here with the episode being held up in limbo until recently, it's crazy. It really is. And what's even more crazier about it is the Die Young video that was originally uploaded to Vizzy Pop's channel when she first created, went unlisted during the legal battle that put this episode in limbo. And then finally, when this episode got released, because I guess Kesha is finally getting out of that contract, the video went dark, basically went private. And I have to assume it's because of legal reasonings. It has to be because of legal reasonings and all that. Hey, you cannot. It's like basically Vizzy Pop. It's like, I guess part of the agreement was, okay, we can get Kesha, you can have a voice to character, you can use her song, but she can't sing, it's going to be somebody else. I guess in agreement to that, she has also decided, okay, I'll make the video private. Now, there are other reasons, some critical reasons throughout the years since the video's existence that, caused her to take it down, as well as the fact that apparently she was working on a remake or a sequel to it, and fans were bugging her about it, and just a whole mess, legal mess and not so legal mess that basically she said, basically she, like I said, I'm assuming she agreed that, hey, as soon as this episode comes out, I'll put this into private mode because, I don't want any more legal trouble. Because, again, I guess the agreement was you get Kesha to voice the character, you get somebody else to sing her song, and in return, you have to, mute any Kesha-ness, if you will, as far as music goes from your channel. And that's what she did. Now, I'm not sure if she deleted it or privated, it on her VENMO channel. I don't know. But as far as YouTube goes, yeah, if you go to Vizzy Pop's channel, it's not there. It's in private. But that doesn't mean the video is not around still, because there are many fans out there, believe it or not, that still upload that video. Even some have done it recently. And some of those more recent uploads, even some up converted to 4K, if not 8K, have been, watched because of this episode, because of this new episode. I think the other reason that there was some legal issues as well is because the music sequence in episode 8, called Queen Bee, was very reminiscing of the Die Young music video, fan-vid music video, that Vizzy Pop did over a decade ago, because there are some sequences that seem basically like a redo, a remake, of that original music video. So yeah, the legal history that kept this episode in limbo until recently is, like I said, it's just crazy, But if there's one lesson that the people of Kesha's former record label, I'm assuming it's a former record label, at least it's going to be, if there's one thing they have to learn, is that you can prevent certain things from being seen on the primary channel they were originally seen in, or primary area it was originally viewed in. That's not going to stop it from being viewed, on the overall site itself, because there will be others that will upload it and share it with the world. They'll even upload it and, like I say, enhance it to a higher quality format, or they'll add in little details and little effects to try to differentiate, to try to make it less receptible to any copyright or legal issues. But again, it's just, like I said, it's just crazy to hear about this history and be like, wow, you think to yourself, and I'm sure Kesha thought this too. It's like, wow, are people this greedy, or people this picky, if you will, that they're going to basically hold up an episode that is not distributed by any official studios. It's a fan-funded, fan-supported series. Are they going to basically put this into legal limbo because, what? I'm voicing a character and I might sing a song that I created for that character and for that episode. You got to think that Kesha is pissed, and so is Vizzy Pop. Because Vizzy Pop, again, like I said, she had to basically unlist Die Young, the fan vid, the fan animation vid that basically kickstarted her career. You got to think she's pissed about that and everything, as well as Kesha. Because Kesha reached out to her, I remember, and thanked her for that video. It got her attention, which is why everybody says that when they look at this episode, they say that, Vizzy Pop's, career has come full circle, because now you have this finale for season 1 that's basically a love letter to that original vid that put her on the map, got the attention of Kesha, and now here she has Kesha herself voicing the character, with the hopes that she would also sing in it. But even though she wrote the song, she can't sing in it because. All right. So what was I? All right. Vizzy Pop, getting her and everything to voice this character in the hopes that she would also sing the song, that she would sing in the episode, a song, either, sing Die Young, or, allow the recording of Die Young to be used again, or sing something new, which of course she did, only to find out that, yeah, you can use Kesha, but you're not going to get her to sing, all because of the legal issues. Now, will there be a time that maybe the original version of this final episode for season 1 will come out, and we'll get Kesha singing in it, instead of Raquel? Who knows? But like I said, just because Vizzy Pop had to put the Die Young video into private, doesn't mean it's hidden from the world, because there are people that have uploaded that. And the reason they uploaded that is because they know that, hey, it's on us. It's on us. It's like, what are you going to do? Take us to court? And everything? We downloaded the video, we archived the video, and we're sharing it with the world. Whether it's here on YouTube, on archive.org, Dailymotion, VENMO, BitChute, we're sharing it with the world, and there's nothing you can do about that. VisiPop, it's understandable why she's doing it because of legal reasons, but hopefully over time those legal reasons will be lifted, and all the other reasons that attributed to this as well will be pretty much swept under the rug, and we'll see Young basically back on its official YouTube channel of VisiPop. We will. And hopefully maybe down the line we will see the remake, the reincarnation of Young, because apparently the other legal reason Young was pretty much put into unlisted territory and then finally private outside of this whole thing with Kesha and her former record label, because apparently JJ's design, anthropomorphic wolf design, was an adoptable. It was a wolf furry adoptable, and apparently the person that she credited with, credited the design of JJ, basically hold on a second. Sorry, almost got tongue tied. But like I said, even though the person she had credited or given credit to for JJ's design that she used in Young, apparently they had a falling out. Like, for the stupidest of reasons. Because what? They didn't get enough credit. They wanted more. It's like, what did they want? A 50-50 joint sharing? If that's the case, then why even sell VisiPop, the adoptable? It don't make sense. It's like, if, let's say, YouTube or VENMO allowed me to share scans or panels of Lady Drosselmeyer's recent comic, either it's a collab with Goblick or just one she does herself. It'd be like, well, I bought that copy of the comic, I can do what I want with it. Well, like I said, it'd be like if I took, panels from a comic that I bought off Gumroad that was by Lady Drosselmeyer, or a collab that she would do with Goblick or just one herself, and you put them in a video here on YouTube and VENMO, or mostly probably VENMO more than YouTube, it'd be like, well, there's no harm, no foul, because I'm sharing it with the world. I'm basically, crediting her, with the creation and everything. And I'm telling people by sharing these panels or this comic, hey, go check out this lady, or go check out these two artists over at Gumroad. You'll like you'll like what they give you. It's the same way with some of those adult comic fan sites that gather all kinds of comics and everything of the adult nature of original characters or established IP characters, and they share it with the world, but they credit and link you to where you can find more of these people, or find more of this stuff and everything. It's like it's like them basically being told by Drosselmeyer or Goblick or whoever, or PAL Comics, whatever, hey, if you're going to do this, give me credit. Give me more credit than just linking me and everything. As strange as a comparison as these are, basically what I'm saying is it would be like if they would have come after me, because, after I purchased my copy of the book or the comic, and say, don't do that. And I'm like, well, what right do you have to tell me not to do that? That's my copy of your comic. I'm going to do what I want with it. And that's it. It's kind of like even with fan fiction. I'm very slowly working on a story that's a sequel to Blue Quill's Queen's Delight. And, I get that Blue Quill, doesn't want to have a sequel done about that unless you get it okay. But here's the thing, it's a free world. And if you're going to, read the book or read the story, even download it if it's possible, then you have the right to do what you want with it. And if you're going to, and not only do you have the right to do what you want with it, but you have the right to credit the person. And most times people, they're going to do a sequel to something, even if the original creator doesn't know about it, they will credit that person and say, hey, if you want to look at the original, go to so-and-so's page to see it. Or if you want to see the first one, go to so-and-so's page to see it. And there you go. So, it's all in fair use, basically. And for VisiPop, it's like, well, what does this guy expect? You're selling her an adoptable, a furry adoptable, if you will, of JJ, which that has JJ's design. And she's giving you credit. It's like, what more do you want? I mean, if you don't want people using your character's designs or anything, and even giving you credit, then why even sell them? And I'm just saying, it's crazy. It is a crazy legal thing, and compared to the music situation, compared to the music legal situation, if you will, with Kesha and all that, this legal situation, this ordeal with this guy, with this person that sold this adoptable design, that don't make sense. That is so nonsensically dumb. It's not funny. It's not. But yeah, it's just crazy to learn about the history, the legal history that kept this episode in limbo, and everything connecting to it, going all the way back to Die Young and all that. It's like, it's like you gotta give it up for VisiPop and even Kesha for going through the hoops that they did to finally get this out there. And VisiPop, by now that basically it's not going to stop people from sharing your Die Young video, because there's nothing that person can do to everybody that keeps sharing it. Like, they could say take it down, and somebody will take it down, and at the same time somebody else will put it back up. Whether it's here on YouTube or VENMO, they say take it down, someone else will put it back up, and they know it. But it's understandable why you don't want to deal with it and everything, but hopefully over time we will see it again. Or at least see the remake that you intended with, or intended to happen. But guys, give me your thoughts down below of this whole situation, of the legal limbo that kept episode 8 of, the actual finale for season 1 of Helluva up in limbo. What are your thoughts and on how it all kind of strangely connects and everything? Comment below. Super chats are open in the live chat if you want to donate during the premiere of the video. Also, super thanks after the premiere. Also, check out my Teespring store. Check me out at patreon.com. You will also get an audio version of this at my BW Roses Discussions podcast, which you can listen to on all your favorite podcast affiliates, but mostly check it out on Spotify. That helps me out a lot. And until next time, guys, let me know what your thoughts are, and I am out.